Hello, 300C Goff here. No, this is not about my car. This is not about, well, it's about news. I'm doing news. I've got some paperwork here. This is a new compilation video. See how things go. So, yeah, where do I start? So, it's about some bits and bobs like Cybertruck, and there's going to be a bunch of Ulez bollocks. So Ulez stuff, and yeah, and a little bit about Range Rover, some stuff that they're doing about their insurance problems, which I actually got a bit of a thing about what they're doing. So, you know, hey ho, let's get on with it. So, Cybertruck, how much do you think they're gonna cost? 100 grand? 60 grand? Or maybe even 30 grand? Nah, never. It will never be that. We know this. So, it's like, how much would a Cybertruck in the UK will cost? It's like, for example, it says the new Tesla Cybertruck starts from 79,990. From 66 grand. Still a lot of money. And that will be a dual motor car with all-wheel drive, rising from 90,990. Yeah. I still can't wrap around my brain, right? And that's from the high end, from 82 grand. Yeah. That's a lot for what they call the Cyber Beast. So it's like, I'm literally just doing this from the get-go. This is not rehearsed or nothing. So you're going to hear me, go a little bit off script here because, yeah, like what I'm doing now. I haven't got a script. I'll just put some information together and that's that. And I'm just going to go roll with it. So, yeah, so versions with 3 motors and 845 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower for a pickup truck. I swear Dodge Ram done something similar, and they actually dimmed it down for said reasons. Because something that big, that bulky, to have that much power is kind of like it's a defying death trap. And that's why Dodge even restricted their vehicles because of it. Even the ones with the big Hemi engines, the ones with the big Cummins engines as well, the diesel ones. Even they are a lot more boosty because obviously all the torque they have, and obviously it's a big massive Cummins V8 in there. So yeah. So anyway, back on route. So the versions with 3 motors and 845 horsepower. That's almost 20 grand more than originally promised in 2019. 20 grand. It's like, whoa, inflation, right? Absolutely nuts. You call me woke or call me whatever you want, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm more about reality. And when reality is like, a vehicle costs more than 100 grand, that's like, what is it, 1/8 of a house, even half the price of, just less than half the price of a house, depending where you go, what parts you're functioning. It's like, who the hell in the right mind would want to buy a 100 grand vehicle? I wouldn't. I'm cheap like that. And that's why I keep with a 15-year-old car, much as is all I can afford at the moment, but it's more or less to the point that, it's more practical. I don't know where that car even fits in its life, because to be honest with you, it's like one of those things that is like, it's too big, too bulky. It has way more, it drinks way more fuel than it's even worth, so, hey ho. So rear-wheel drive model ranges from 250 miles. 250. I swear a normal pickup truck, let's say the top of the range Dodge Rams and even Ford Rangers has about, what, 500-600 range. Perfect to go off-roading, perfect to tow stuff. 250. What is that going to do? Oh, I know what to do. I'm going to drive my vehicle. I'm going to drive my big Tesla truck. Oh no, I'm running out of charge. Oh! But yeah, so it's So 400 kilometers from 250 miles to be converted was announced for delivery in 2025. The Cybertruck has a 816 volt normal 150 amp structural battery pack with a maximum capacity of 123 kilowatts. That's going to be costly, even on charging sense. I don't know what the exchange rate is on charging rates because I don't actually obviously have a electric vehicle, much as I do not even want one because it doesn't fit my criteria. And yes, I can charge it if I actually had a charging station, and yes, I probably could actually accommodate it. But for what I like to do and what I like in vehicles, no thank you. If I want a pickup truck, I'll either have an old-fashioned diesel or a big ass V8 because have the fun, have the load, do what you want. But personally, I'll probably actually more or less go for van just because that it will work for me better for my job and so on and so forth. So that is Tesla truck news, because you probably see all the sorts of videos. It's like what was it? I saw a video about a Tesla truck being pulled by a Ford Ranger, no, a Ford pickup truck actually. F-150, and it got stuck, and yeah, it was pulled by a old-fashioned petrol vehicle, probably a V8 no less. So it's like, yeah, useless pile of garbage. It's like, you know, Rivian, they were electric pickup truck, they would try to get out there and they failed because no one wants an electric vehicle, well, electric pickup truck, sorry. And it's like when they want to go and when people have pickup trucks, they know what they want, especially in America. You know, they love their pickup trucks over there, sorry. They absolutely love it. So they will not go to electric. Only people who end up with electric ones is people who never had a pickup truck in their lives. It's been quoted by several YouTubers and not even just me. So, Land Rover stuff. So, soaring levels of crime and so on and so forth, with Range Rovers obviously causing their insurance to bail out. And just on that note, people stealing cars and whatnot because of, you know, they go on the computers, get the signal, hijack the signal so they can unlock and get into the vehicle and actually reprogram a key to actually go and do that. You see this old-fashioned key, yeah? Old-fashioned key. You plug it, you unlock the vehicle, so it emits the signal, yeah? You probably can, if you want to go down those roads, you probably can actually just go and unlock a, you know, my car. Let's say you go and want to go and emit the signal. But you can't get into it because you need a key and you need a replica key to actually go and stick it in. Yes, you probably could go and get a screwdriver and try to damage the barrel, but that still takes too much time compared to sticking in the key and twist and it starts. Or my car, it starts eventually, probably within 10 or seconds, depending on how it feels. But, you know, that's with my car and some other cars as well. But, you know, more or less, it's a foolproof system. You can do, but it takes a lot longer to do this. Stick it in. I do not need my key to say, you know, open my doors, make all funny, funky sounds, you know, all funky sounds, all, you know, to drive slightly forward, park for me. I don't need none of that. I'll do it myself. You know, if I want to open a door handle, open. And it's like, just even going on that note, just by, like I said, this video is going nuts already, so, hey ho. But, yeah, so when it goes down to, like, random technologies, things you don't need, you know, those pop-up door handles. Yes, you could say it's for aerodynamics. What aerodynamics are you saving for a little door handle where in the winter it could actually get frozen to the car and then you can't even get into the car? Yes, you can get yes, your door handle can froze even if it sticks out. But you got less risk of actually breaking it because all you need to do is try to blow on the little areas where it opens. Eventually it will open. But, you know, when it's actually embedded in the car and it has to physically get a motor to turn a solenoid so it pops out and then you can open it, technology is mad. It's just nuts. You don't need it. You know, a door handle, simples. A key, simples. Lock, unlock is all you need. Trust me. If Range Rover wants to go and fix this problem without going to their own insurance, which we are going to dive into just a little bit more, and so on and so forth, is an old-fashioned key. You stick in there, twist, functions, turns on, you drive away. Done. What hard is about what about that is hard? Engineering gone mad. That's what it is. It's people who are lazy, who think they'll just say, oh yeah, look at what my key can do. It can open the boot. Oh, the boot will open on its own. Oh, my doors, they'll open up for me. Oh, the roof will come down since I unlock the key. Or, you know, the flashing lights, all music goes, da 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 da. All by just pressing a button on your key fob. Like I said, my key just has lock and unlock. Simple. No harm, no foul. Like I said, someone probably can mimic this key to go and unlock the car, but that'll be it. They can't drive away in it, not fast enough, because, like I said, you have to turn it. You have to physically turn it. And I think my car actually has one of those things when you put in the key, it reads the key, so then it disables the locking mechanism, so then it has to lock. So you have to pull it in, and then it disengages the lock. And then you can actually go and, you know, put in the handbrake, well, press the brake in, you know, put it in gear, or whatever you want to do with it. But you can't really mimic, you can't physically copy that function without actually having this key to actually mimic the little nuggly bits. I don't know what the technical term is, so we call them nuggly bits, okay? So that is about that. So it says, as sewing levels of some owners struggling to afford cover on their Range Rovers, which is scouring between 5-6 odd grand, give or take, for insurance. If you can even get insurance for that terms, there we go. See Range Rover? If you ever looked at this video, I've got a solution for you. Old-fashioned key, done and dusted. No more, no less. But anyway, so Range Rover, Jaguar and Land Rover has relaunched an in-house insurance scheme to help out all the thingies and to help out all the customers, and with insurance their Range Rover so they can continue selling them. Which, in my opinion, Range Rovers are a bit anyway, but that's my opinion. So customers of luxury cars and other luxury items are experiencing the increase in thefts due to organised criminal activity. Jaguar and Land Rover spokesperson said the desirability of our electrical luxury vehicles, once I learned how to speak, coupled with concerns around thefts, has recently led to challenges in obtaining insurance cover for their clients. While we heard plenty of evidence about Range Rovers becoming uninsurable due to the rise of cost of premiums, Jaguar Range Rover says it has issued insurance quotes for more than 4,000 drivers since October of 2023, with premiums averaging less than £200 per month. Still less than my insurance, but I've got reasons for my insurance being so high. It's called Domino's, but you know, I've got nothing to hide, haven't I? So £200 a month for a luxury vehicle, that probably is somewhat better than paying what, 7 odd grand a year. It's not really feasible, isn't it? No. But like I said, like, all it comes down to is people stealing luxury vehicle. I'm not going to say just Range Rover. Jaguar and Range Rover is probably the little scapegoat in this. It's probably more than this, to be honest. Probably Mercedes have been hit by it by not actually, you know, being the underdogs in it. Range Rover being such a big, massive brand, luxury brand at that, even though it's unreliable as anything, but who am I to judge? So, yeah. Land Rover. Key. No harm, no foul. Yeah, simples. If your customer's saying, oh, but I like to go and have a keyless fob, so no, I don't have to do that. So I don't have to go and pull it in and turn the vehicle. Oh, yeah. And guess what? Stop being a lazy git and get on with it. It's not rocket science. That is that. That is handled Range Rover, you know? So we're going to get this, lob it away. Don't need it. So, Ulez. But anyway, so I don't know if I actually got these in the things. Have I got the right order? Yeah, I think I have. So, I actually got about 13 pages here of cities and other towns and whatnot going Ulez compliant, or they call it CAS. CAS currently lived in due for intermediate launch. Bath CAS is live. I didn't really research what CAS actually means, so I do apologise on that. So Bath has introduced us Class C CAS non-compliant vans, taxis and minibus will be charged £9, while non-compliant trucks and lorries and coaches face a daily charge of £100. Private cars and motorbikes will not be charged, which is fine. But we need to build up our, this is just one place. Oh, so I've got pages here of all bunch of places that's doing similar things. And we'll go down them. But why are we charging our, why are we doing this, to be honest with you? Why is it, we need to sort out our government big time. Yes, this is becoming a little bit political, which is fine, to be honest with you, I really do not care. So, you know, it's like, why are we trying to kick out the vehicles that we need, the companies that we need to get things up and about? Like buses, for example, to be used to transport people. If you want to limit the number of cars, you need public transport. If you're annihilating public transport, yes, there's trains, but they're just as bad. But so, on the point is, like, you know, buses, taxis. Taxis are costing arm and leg, and some of those drivers are really questionable. But anyway. And minibuses. You're talking limiting people with mobility issues. You can't drive. You go on minibuses, like from, you know, care homes. I worked in them for maintenance stuff, etc., etc. And they have their own minivan. And some of them are even privately owned, and some of them are even government funded. And if you lose their ability with, and there is care homes in cities as well. So, yeah. Seriously. So, Birmingham is live already. We're not going to go down too much. This is Class D, which applies to all vehicles that do not meet the minimum emission standards of Euro 6 in diesels or Euro 4s in petrols. Yeah, mine's a Euro 4 diesel, so they could go and suck it. So, yeah. So, Bristol, currently live. I'm going to take off one glove, so it's going to make this easier. So, get rid of that. Waste of paper, but hey ho. So I can use it for something. Don't know what. So, Bedford is also currently live, which is C+, which still covers with all the bits and bobs. So, yeah. Non-compliant trucks and buses, coaches will face daily charges of £50. Vans and minibuses will be charged £9 per day. Taxis will be charged £7 per day. Yeah, again. London Ulez expansion, which was obviously happened in August the 29th, 2023, which it still needs to be scrapped because it's a load of bollocks. Sooner or later, people will not be having this, I'll assure you. They already are fighting it, and we need to, you know, like, all the people say, like, oh, I don't want to vote and whatnot, but you freaking have to. Like, you know, if I had the choice, if I had the chance of people voting for me to go as Prime Minister, bloody hell, there'd be radical changes, I assure you. I'll be thinking away, right, this country needs to we need to build up our economy. We need to build up our country. We need to reduce how we help other countries, because we're barely helping ourselves. You know, how can we help others when you can't help ourselves? Yes, we might be, what, 5th, 8th, most, what was it, most, what's the word, come on, what's that word? I've forgotten the word. Most wealthiest country. But we're struggling on our own, you know. We got these Ulez stuff that is strangleholding our economy. Farmers, they're struggling as it is. So, and yet we just want to buy from other vehicles. From other countries. How is that even? So we just want to buy from other countries and try and get more produce from other countries, which is not economical whatsoever. If we grow it our own, we can actually save a lot of it in-house stuff. That's what we need to start doing. Because, yeah, seriously. Also, government, watch it. Seriously. You might learn a few things from a guy who's actually down on the ground, who's in realistic, who sees the real life as it is. Not in fantasy land. You're not seeing, but this doesn't apply to me. Oh, this is not helping me. No. You got to think about others. You got to think about, right, the rich are seeing this. The poor are seeing this. Middle class is seeing this. To be honest with you, middle class people are kind of a bit more, in my opinion, seeing the multiple things. I'm not that middle class. I'm a lot more low. I'm just working class. Working class are the real bee's knees. Because they're the guys who see, the ins and out of things. Not being too poor. Not being too, who's working for a living. And who just gets on their own and just get on with it. But even then, you still get not jobs. So, anyway. So, obviously, London is Ulez. Standards are Euro 3 on motorcycles, mopeds, motorised tricycles, and quad cycles. Oh, bloody hell, I might as well go and get a quad bike and be done with it. Euro 4 petrol cars, vans, minibuses, and other specialist vehicles, which Ulez standards are. Which, obviously, diesels are Euro 6. Yeah. Euro 6 is a load of nonsense. But what do they class as Euro 6? Because my car actually, yes, it pollutes apparently about 220 odd CO2. It's got a DPF, which actually works. Hasn't caught fire, unlike Range Rover. Actually, that's another thing. I'll get into that afterwards. But yeah, so like exemptions, Manchester, which is actually currently delayed, which is under review. Well, I see Manchester is fighting it. Thankfully, at least someone is. Newcastle's gets a head because CAZ, which goes live on the January 23, that was last year. So that is already live. So that can go. Newcastle and Oxford, with zones emission zones in operation. And Plymouth, which is launched a couple of years ago, in 2021. I've lost my piece. Done. So let's go and find you. There we go. Sheffield, which is now live as well. And York is already live. Da-di-da-di-da. So, yeah. Ballaston? I said that wrong. CAS is opposed, but obviously it hasn't really gone up. So areas of legal pollution by 2020. The council is proposing a new cycle rail and 470,000 investment for rapid charging points as an alternative to CAZ. Yeah. So you want to spend more money to go and get things that pollute even more as well. Not cycles, but you're going to be making new roads, so yes, you're polluting there, which is probably like a short-term thing. But then you're going to put, what's it called? You're going to be putting down more charging points, which also pollutes because it's heat, wasted energy, and yeah. Anyway, like when people say, for example, I think I did touch this on a previous video actually. It's like when I go and get my electricity from the companies, I'm being promoted to go and get green energy. What's the chance that my next door neighbour has green energy? No, it's all the same cables. So, yeah. Centerbury is CAZ is also not expected. Comfortry is it's been opposed, and Derby is also being opposed. Exeter, I don't know if I said that right, has also been opposed. Leeds, no longer required, originally due to be introduced in January 2020, but it seems like they've done something to get rid of that. Leicestershire, plans are scrapped. Differ has confirmed to Differa has confirmed that no CAZ, bloody hell, this is kind of long-winded, is now required to meet air pollution targets after major improvements to air quality in the city. And Liverpool is under construction. And Nottingham is not required. So that's a start for me. Because I live in Ipswich. I'm not actually far away from Nottingham. And Norwich is, I heard some things which is a bit nerve-wracking. But either way, I will fight it because no thank you. I want to be one of those people that will fight for something that is not, you know, is a load of bollocks. It's like, I watched a, let's, hold on. Before I go on to it, I'm thinking of new things here. Just like that. This is how unscripted this is. I'm just thinking as I go. And this is how I do my videos because, yes, it could be a bit messy, but, why do I need to care, right? Southampton, no charges. CAZ is in operation. Which all the ports are measured, including shore size, power, and preferable charging of ports of HGV booking schemes. What else is here? Sefton under construction. St Albans is also under construction under CAZ. Warrington is also under construction. I went through that, so that can go. Wokingham, whatever you want to say, low emission zones is under construction. Yes. And yeah, so Bolton, so local authorities required by the government to produce a local action plan, which is Bolton Borough Council, Bury Borough Council, Fareham Borough Council. I'm just going to skip all the borough councils. Gateshead, Guildford, Middlesbrough, North Tyneside. I said that completely wrong. Rochford Borough, Rotherham, and Rushmore, Salford, Stockport, Surrey Hills, Tameside, Trafford, and Scotland. What's under here? See, I only printed these out a few moments ago. And Wales are We're not going to touch into that. So, all those things are doing that. All those places are going under constructions or being scrapped because they've seen some sort of sense, but not really because, you know, it's followed the bandwagon. And yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to touch on too. But yeah, there's also on one news I did want to say is like Land Rover is building is going to release I think they're building or releasing a electric Range Rover. The hybrids are going up in flames, so why the hell don't even bother with that? I do not know. Some people just do not learn from their mistakes, but hey. And yeah. Oh, let's have a look. There was something I wanted to mention, but oh yeah. So when they say about these Ulez things and trying to stop pollution to save global warming and whatnot, I watched a documentary. Funny enough, I think it's called Our Life, Life on Our Planet, whatnot, all the way back from the dinosaur ages, etc., etc. This planet went through multiple extinctions and multiple about 2 odd ice ages without human interaction. What caused those ice ages? What was it? Volcanoes was one of them. you know, because obviously back in several billion years ago, there was more volcanoes than everything, and that's what caused, and that's why we are on the lands that we are today. And then several other billion years later, well, actually no, in our case it'd be about what, about 50 or million years ago, and you know, all the waters came in after so on and so forth, and split up the land, and obviously all the tectonic plates shifted, and that's what we got the land today. So you know, you got to think to yourself, it's like, what caused the pollution back then? Nothing. Earth doing what it does. And if we are due another ice age, which they will never know, because the last ice age, which was about what, about 200 odd years, 200,000 odd years ago, the last one from there was probably about 50 to 60, 70, 80, the list goes on, about 200 million years ago. 200,000, 200 million years ago. You know, just those facts stand alone. How do they know when we are due a next one? They got no clue. They're just guessing. You know, they're guesstimating. That's all they're doing. So, you know, they're trying to fear trap us. That's what this comes under mainly, is fear trapping. You know, trying to find a scapegoat, so then they can actually go and blame something and say like, oh, we're causing this, oh, you are causing that. And yet you got places like China, America, and what was it, Dubai and whatnot, is lighting up the skies with more than a Christmas tree light, etc, etc, and yet they're doing jack. Don't know why. Money. So we are spending more money on this Ulez stuff that is absolutely doing diggly squat, and in fact is actually causing more CO2 than ever. So it's like, you know, throwaway society is, like I said before, it's not way forward. Like I said, I have gone off on one, but to be honest with you, it's worth it. See, it's like I was watching Ricky Gervais yesterday, on Christmas Day, and trust me, that guy is fucking brilliant. I said that word. That guy is brilliant. It's like, you know, when people say, that guy's been offensive to me. No, he's telling a joke around you, not to you, not about you. So, you know, live it and get on with it. Stop whining about nuisance. There's more better things to whine about than what someone's saying. To be honest, there's worse things going on. What one person says, who cares? Get on with it. Joke is a joke. And, you know, if you want to be a small-minded git, that's your problem. Don't make it everyone else's. So, you know, this is 300C Goth. And like I said, what I really want to say is, before I end it, is, like I said, this is a compilation. See how it goes. Put your thoughts in the comments. If you'd like to see more of these news, little ranty, funny little things, and then, you know, I'm more than happy to do them. It's just to see how it goes, try something new, and see what's what. Like I said, it's all casual. Nothing, you know, I'm not taking nothing to heart, because I really, yeah, you know, it's a YouTube video. It's just me doing something that, you know, just want to touch bases on, trying to get my word across, really, my thoughts. And, you know, everyone has their own thoughts. It's accept it, you know. If it's wrong, you say, you know, hang on a minute, this is not quite right. Look at this. And be like, hey, cool, I'll look at that. And if it's saying something about EVs is much more less polluting than what they originally say, and then you kind of living in La La Land more than anything. But because, like I said, there's a reason why they eat through tires, because they're even polluting more with their tires more than anything. But so they're not green as you want to think they are. But either way, though, yes. So this is where I'm gonna try and hit some things, you know, just see what happens. And yeah, anyway, this is 300C Golf out.